Hey guys, a lot of my videos are gonna be outside for like the next week or so. Thought I heard a neighbor, because it's still dark and ominous and kind of rainy out here. Don't let that lighting I hear fool you. I'm not really getting good lighting in the house. I might have to buy me some studio lights so I can go to like whatever setup in there that I choose. But we're gonna be outside for like the next week or so. I'm just gonna go ahead and record a bunch of videos just to kind of get them out of the way so I can be a potato this week. Potato. Okay, so and I'm also not gonna be wearing makeup. Might not have a lot of makeup on at all for like the next week or whatever, because pink eye has now infested my house. My husband has it. I'm trying to keep the kids from getting it, and I can't get pink eye, so I don't want to put makeup on and run the risk of getting pink eye and then having to replace like $200 worth of makeup, because I am not a cheap bitch when it comes to makeup, okay? It's like but anyways, today I'm going to be doing the Goodreads tag. I was tagged over at Melissa's channel, over at Melissa&Barnsie Reid. So there are 10 questions and I'm going to answer them as best as I can. So let's get into it. My neighbor dogs are barking. So the last book that I marked read, which is question 1, is Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. There's a Dennard. My neighbors are loud, I'm sorry. But yeah, I buddy read this book with my friend Melissa at Melissa&Barnsie Reid. This book was pretty good. I'll have a full review of it when probably later on this, maybe next few weeks or so. But it was pretty much action-packed from like the beginning to the end. So we just jumped right into the sequel, Wind Witch, and I'm really impressed by it because I was so disappointed in Throne of Glass that I'm like, great, we're going into another fantasy, this is gonna suck, and it actually didn't suck. So I recommend this one. But yeah, this was the last book that I marked as read. Question number 2 is, what are you currently reading? I am currently reading Wind Witch by Susan Dennard. The first one was so good and we just can't wait to see what happens, so we're just gonna go ahead and plow through this one too. Question 3 is, what was the last book you unmarked on your TBR? It was Wind Witch, again, because I actually did have that on my TBR to begin with, so I marked it as currently reading, so it is now unmarked. Question 4 is, what book do you plan on reading next? I don't know. I don't know what to read next. Me and Melissa might choose to pick a book for her group that she started. I'll link that link down below. I'll link the link down below into Facebook group. Or I might start reading something else that's on my TBR, but I haven't decided what yet, so I'm boring. Question 5 is, do you use the Goodreads star rating system? I do. And I don't give books 5-star ratings often, but I have the last 2 books that I've done. I've given a 5 stars to Truth Witch, and I've also given 5 stars to Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. That book made me cry in the bathtub, and I felt like I was losing like my own loved one. It was terrible and heart-wrenching, but so good. So it deserved 5 stars from me. But I don't always give 5 stars, or even, I try to rate as good as I can, but sometimes it doesn't happen. Like, I gave Throne of Glass a 2.8, and that was being generous. Question 6. Are you doing the 2017 reading challenge? Yes. I really lowballed my goal this year. I did 20 books and I've only read 11 out of 20 books, but I'm still pretty proud of that because I've read some pretty big tomes. Like 3 of those books are the Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire series, so that is like 3,000, almost a little over 3,000 pages. So I think like, if those were converted into smaller books, I probably would have hit my goal already. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. Question 7 is, do you have a wish list? I do. It's on Amazon though, and I don't really use the wish list. I don't really use the wish list on Goodreads. I don't even know if they had one. I didn't know that. I just use it on Amazon, and sometimes I have like a list on a piece of paper of what I want, or on my phone. And my husband has been really generous lately and has been buying the books that I wanted on my TBR, but I feel like I've bought so many books lately that I kind of need to go on a book buying ban, unless it's for a book club or just like my monthly subscriptions that I get, the 2 that I get. So, I mean, I have like probably like 100 or more books that I have to read. So, I probably need to stop buying them. Number 8 is, what book do you plan on buying next? I'm not planning on buying another book for a while. I think next month I'm going to end up getting ACOWAR, even though I haven't read the first 2. I'm going to like binge read the 3 of them next month. But other than that, in my book clubs and my monthly subscriptions, I'm not buying anything. Number 9 is favorite authors. If you've been here for a while, you should all know that Charles DeLint is my favorite author. He wrote The Onion Girl, The Blue Girl, and Little Girl Lost. He is like the best fantasy author out there, and I really wish that more people knew about him. So, whenever I read any of his books or reread them, I will definitely do a review so you guys can like know more about him. Or if you're interested, I'll even do like a reading session. Like, I'll read parts of the chapters to you guys so you can just listen to the book. Like, I won't just sit here and stare at the camera like this. Chapter 1, you know. Like, I'll probably just have like a picture and just do my own audiobook if y'all want to listen to it, and it'll be free. Question 10 is, have you joined any groups? On Goodreads, I am a part of a few book clubs. I joined the Shelf Addiction Club probably a year and a half ago. Nothing But Reading Challenge. I've been there for about a year and a half as well. And I just signed up for the Biblio Squad because my friend G Swizz on her channel, G Swizzle Books, I think it is. I'll link it down below. She and a few of her friends on BookTube have made their own book club, and I figured I would support her and join it. And my friend Melissa at Melissa and Barnsie Reads, we have a Facebook group. Well, she has a Facebook group, and I'm just an admin of it, which is really nice of her to do. But it's not a Goodreads group, but I think it could be one day. But I didn't want to not include it in this question. Thank you all for watching my Goodreads tag. I'm sorry if these questions were boring or if I'm just not an interesting person, but yeah, I finally did it. Yay! It took me 10 days since you posted it, Melissa. But if I'm going to tag a few people in this video, and if you guys have already done this, then I'm so sorry. But if you haven't done it, then I tag you. I'm going to tag Allie Sugar, A Literary Lullaby, Pity and Books, and Coffee Beans and Bookmarks. So, my neighbor dog's probably going to make this video really short. If you like this video, then please give me a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss any more videos from me, then please hit that subscribe button. Thanks. You guys are cool. Okay, so I'm outside again today because it's about to rain really badly. I'm hoping I get this filmed before the